video, I'm going to give you a preview of the quarter 3 project. If you read up here, it says quarter 3 project, find the equation of a circle given 3 non-collinear points on the circle. And this is what I have created over here. So I'm going to talk about how this works, but you can see there's a circle. I have 3 non-collinear points, these purple points. And the way that we do this is we create 2 chords, and you can see the red chord here and the red chord here. Now, your final project should look like this, but you are going to create this construction in the Desmos calculator. So you're going to be doing a lot of algebra. Your very final project should look a little bit more like this. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this works so you have an idea of the algebra that you need. So I'm going to kind of start over and we're going to clear all of this out, and I'm going to show you what you're going to do. So the first thing you're going to do is you are going to create 3 non-collinear points, any 3 points. Now these 3 points are going to create 2 chords of a circle. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a segment. You're going to connect one point to another point, and then your second point to your third point. What you do not want to do is create a triangle. So what you have essentially done is create 2 segments that are connected. Now, we need to remember that any perpendicular bisector of a chord will go through the center of a circle. So for each of these chords, we need to create perpendicular bisectors. In order to do that, we need to create midpoints, because a perpendicular bisector goes through the midpoint of each segment. So we're going to create the 2 midpoints, and then we're going to create a perpendicular. So we're going to choose the line and the midpoint. That's a perpendicular bisector of that segment. We're going to choose the line and the midpoint. That's the perpendicular bisector of that segment. All right, when you do your project, you're going to actually find the equations of these 2 perpendicular bisectors. I'm going to turn them red so you can see them a little bit more clearly here. And your goal is to find that point. So let's highlight that point. Now, that point where the 2 perpendicular bisectors intersect is the center of the circle. So if I connect that point to one of the points on my circle from here to here, I'm going to make that orange so it's a little bit easier to identify it. That orange segment, that is going to be the radius of my circle. So now if I grab the circle tool and start at the center of my circle and go out to the end of my radius, the circle I have just created should hit my 3 original points. Okay, so that's an overview of what you are going to create. But again, you are going to create that in the Desmos calculator. So you're going to have a lot more equations than what you have when you do an electronic construction. All right, I hope that gives you a good overview. This is a good construction to practice making before you delve into the algebra. Please make sure you ask your teacher if you need any support throughout this project.